Hey y'all, some fresh rhymes off the press from Kid Citrus. First words, gotta make it count like an integer in the first iteration of a burst of creation, a universe inflating for eternity, just to make an apple pie that burns me. On the tongue, my lyrical weapons sting you like a bug. No shame, I'm a weapon. My mind is my blade, I've tempered with a hammer for days in the flame, red iron lightning in my veins. I make no mistakes, except I know that statement is fake. But we can plant a tree with a seed, watch it grow while you sow what you'll one day reap. So peep this in the meantime. Taste the blood from the vine, the grapes, Dionysus with the wine, fertile effervescent, viridian shine. Kid Citrus, planting the seed, taste the squeeze, vitamin C. Put your hands together, take some fruit from the tree. Sip the light from the sun, God, raw as amen. Pray for the cosmonaut, pray for your friend. Sunny D, D-O, D-O-B, water brother here to hydrate your tree. Strange days lived in the memory of half-remembered dreams behind the light from beyond the seams. From a gravity's matrix, the shadow universe of dreams that transcend all human traces. In the space-time jam we're conveniently located. Pale blue dot that incubates the spacemen who will never be sated. From primates to Carl Sagan, better to be generating sagas with wisdom and patience on the fringe. We take our hits, but our atmosphere is tougher than boar skin. Before we step out the door, we gotta oil our door hinge. Kid Citrus eats the orange with his nutritional porridge he left in the orbital fridge. Anointed in the essence of the books of Genesis, comma, Sega, undefeated like Street Fighters, Sonny Chiba or Vega, or the Z Fighter, Vegeta, Super Saiyan. But as I was saying, outer world flights to orbits are changing. The sun that gave us eyes but made some blind, the love child of an oracle and an atom bomb. Every second a megaton in a fusion reactor called the sun. In the sky celestial objects pass by our eyes and dance like fairy goddesses amused by the starlight. Million-year-old light beams fluctuating frequencies of the Pleiades into our pupils, visual music as the arrows of Cupid and Zeno collide like asteroids. Impacts into our brains, our Brahmins, cerebrums, and cerebellums change by photonic exchange, osmosis engage, trace the flow of the light beam. See how we can see our eyes have pupil dilating black holes pulling in light by the spoonful. Its beauty is youthful. The scales of Dorian, a Rick and Morty warning from the fifth dimensional century. It's pulling in the polarities to unify future memories. Chlorophyll jewels place sophons in my veins. I sprout spores bursting from my eyelids and my brain. I'm made of moss and algae competing for territory, green and furry. Mercy to the lichen and the licks of life that strive for the sun. But one day I blossom, a flower, in a fruit that I hold out. In my stem full of thorns, my branch puts my fruit into your arms. Seek not to do harm, seek to liberate. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, in which case you can just relate or do nothing pretty much fine, unless something's happened that you cannot tolerate. You become divine, just like how every eye and every sensation is part of the one mind, and that wants liberation. Build the matter scaffolding, meta space folding prisms, ribosome rhythms in the photonic conditions for space travel. Interstellar, Chris Nolan, Magellan, spermatozoa, flagellum, Krakatoa, Elven temple.